Hey kids, guess who's here? I couldn't fool you. It's Pastor Hillenbrand, of course. I did bring some friends today, and that's why I had that bear face on because, well, I brought some animals with me. You see the giraffes here, and I got my friend, Jerry the giraffe. But here's a couple of giraffes, a couple of birds, a couple of elephants, a couple of sheep, a couple of lions, a couple of cows, a couple of pandas, and there's a hippo hiding in the ark. Can you see those? Maybe you can't see them real close. I'll bring one up to you. I'll bring up these guys. You know who this is? Noah and his wife. You remember the story, I bet, of Noah. But just in case you don't, I'm going to read it to you. This is from a book called The First Bible. I think you'll like this book. But I'm going to read this story to you, and maybe if I bring it close enough, you can see it too. God told Noah to build a huge boat. He told Noah to find 2 of every kind of animal and put them in the ark. God was sending a flood to cover the earth. It was no longer a good place to live. Lots of people were hurting each other and not listening to God. It began to rain and rain. Soon the earth was covered with water. But inside the ark, Noah, his family, and all the animals were safe. At last the rain stopped. Noah sent a dove to search for dry land. God promised never to send such a flood again, and to remind the people of this promise, he put a rainbow in the sky. I'd like you right now, kids, if you would, I'd like you to go and find your favorite stuffed animal. Your favorite stuffed animal. I brought Jerry with me because he's a favorite creature of mine, giraffes with their cool long necks and their really long tongues. I don't know if you've ever seen a giraffe's tongue, but I have. One time at a place called the Catskill Game Farm, I got to feed a giraffe. I lifted up a big carrot, and the giraffe put his head down, and then his tongue came way down and lapped it right up. It was so cool. I want you to go get your favorite stuffed animal and bring it to the table, okay? Would you do that now? So why is that animal, the one you brought, your favorite? I told you about Jerry and why I like Jerry because of his cool big tongue and his cool long neck. Maybe you brought an elephant. I like elephants too. They have trunks. I fed an elephant once too. I held a peanut in my hand and it came and it was just like a vacuum cleaner. He stuck his trunk there and sucked it right up. So cool. Maybe you brought an elephant. Or maybe you brought a lamb because they're so soft and their coats are used for making clothing. Or maybe you like a lion. Maybe you recently saw The Lion King and you are thinking of Nala and Simba. Take a minute and talk to your families about why that animal is your favorite, okay? I'd like you now to think about Noah. Noah and his family. Maybe you don't remember all this from the story, but do you remember how long it rained? Let's see if you know. Tell your parents and turn me back on in a second. Did you get it right? It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. But after it stopped raining, Noah didn't get to go out of the ark right away. In fact, Noah and his wife and all those animals and his 3 sons and their wives, they spent almost a year in the ark. Imagine being in an ark on water for a whole year. Wow, that's a lot different than what we're experiencing right now, isn't it? Right now we're in our homes and we're able to enjoy all the comforts and we don't have cows making a lot of noise and we don't have the rustling of hay and we don't have to worry about feeding the animals and all that work. No, we're blessed. But we are, in a way, in an ark. God's with us, just like he was with Noah, and God brought Noah through it. I want you to think about somebody else who was stuck for a while in something. maybe you can guess who I'm going to talk about. Let's see if you can guess. Take a second and see if you can think of who I might talk about who was in a place for a while for 3 days. Can you think of who that might be? If you said Jesus, you're right. Jesus, our Savior, when he died, his body was placed in the tomb for 3 days. And people thought, that's the end of Jesus, there's no hope. But you know well that Jesus came out of that tomb and he rose from the dead, and now he lives and reigns to all eternity. They could not put an end to Jesus. And I want to tell you, the coronavirus can't put an end to God's people either. We have Jesus with us who blessed Noah when he was in the ark and took care of him, and who took care of all of us when he died and rose again so that we could have an eternal future. Noah, what a great example. Jesus, what a wonderful Savior. Have a great day today. The Lord be with you.